I've gone live a little bit earlier today for our November giveaway. We're just trying a different streaming setup to see if I can answer your questions, because when we do it on our normal way of doing it, I can't see any questions, and then I go back and try to reply to them. But I just want to see if we can get it up doing it like this. So I'm gone a little bit early in case it don't work. We all know what I'm like, hopeless. So if it doesn't work, I can always jump onto the other one. So Joe's going to message me. So I've got my phone here, and she's going to message me if I'm live on Facebook and YouTube. And that's what we're going to try and do from now on. So I'm just going to give it a few minutes. Got my juice, being a good boy. Well, kind of. So Joe's put live but really bad quality. Okay, that's not the best, because it looks perfect on mine, to be honest. So yes, I'm on. So this is why I wanted to put it on. So hopefully, if I can click this up now, this from Mike Barker, yes, you're on. And then, hi Mike, by the way. And then we've got another one here, if I can click on it. This from Jake. Paul just got a G90. What's your opinion, please? It's a lovely poll, to be honest. Let me just double check the quality, Jake. I will answer it. So Alex put, yeah, it's really fussy. So I'm guessing, let me see if I can move it forward. See if it's closer to me. Oh, make sure I don't tip it up. Is that better? If anyone can let me know if that's a little bit better. Let me see if I can move it forward a bit. Too close to my ugly mug. Get to see lots of wrinkles. So let me see if that's better. So we'll see if Joe can message me. Let me know if that's better. Or if anyone wants to pop it up on the screen. Is that better? The picture quality? So let me go back up. So hopefully the picture quality is better. This from Jake, though, on the screen. G90 is a brilliant pole. Really, really good for the money. Brilliant all-round pole. You'll absolutely love it. There's loads of top anglers that opt for that pole. I just feel like with any poles, to be honest, that will be lovely up to sort of 14 meters. But when you're starting to go on to your 16 meter section, that's when you really do get the quality of, like in the Darwin made pole. It'd either be like a tournament professional or the Air, and then the Air Z. And to be honest, it's the same with all of them. You definitely get the quality for your money when you're actually fishing really long. It definitely stiffens the pole up. So that's what I would say, Jack. So hopefully, let me see. Matt Goodall's put it's still blurry. I really don't. On my what I'm looking at, it looks really, really good. So maybe in the future, this is something that me and Baz, well, I say me and Baz will have to have a look at. So we've got one here from Jonathan Fairhurst. Fingers crossed, Jonathan. I've got it, got the list behind me, so you never know. This one's from Paul Homer. Yo, mate, gears back, first match back Saturday. That's brilliant news, Paul. Really, really brilliant news. I hope you have a lovely day, and regardless of the fishing, you'll have a mint day because you'll be around your mates, and you boys know how to have a laugh. So best of luck, by the way. So, and then we've got another one, this from Alex, saying the picture quality is not very good. Work in progress, I think, from now on, but at least we know that it works. It's just a case of figuring out the quality side of it. This one's from they always from John Brown, giving his mate Danny some stick. They're always on it. I love it. I love the abuse. It's brilliant. So this one's from 1 minute, from Roger. All okay. You're right, Rog. Best of luck weekend. This one's from Dave Powell. You're right. It's all right, Paul. You're right, Dave. Hope you're keeping well. This is from Mike Barker. You're right, mate. You're right. Hope you're keeping well. Our next one's from Jamie Ashley. You're right, Jay. I hope you're keeping well. Matt's put Matt Goodall. Cheers for putting this up, Matt. It's still blurry. It's still slightly blurred. So. And then Dave Powell, I'll just go down a couple more and then we make a start on our giveaway. This from Dave Powell. And then This is brilliant. See, this is why I want the questions to come up or your comments. Bloody hell, a scary movie is back. I know it is. Yeah, I wasn't born the best looking, but can't have it all, can you? This is from Alex. Slightly better is closer to you, the better it is. Not many people have ever said that before, Alex, to be fair. So, and this from Joe's mum. Absolute Fruit Loop. I love her to death. From Julie. Better. So that's good. So I'm going to leave it at there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to give away our Blake's ground bait first. So Joe's put still blurry, blurry on the computer, slightly better on the phone. So this is our first try though. So fingers crossed moving forward, we'll be able to figure it out. I bet I've probably pressed something. And the way it works, not that I'm technical, but when I normally go on, it gives me a preview of what it's going to look like. And basically, sometimes it says like it's a real low resolution. And then when you press go live, then the better resolution comes up. So I'll probably press some, to be fair. So on to our Blake's winners. Before I give them away, massive thanks to Pete, Tim, Garth, the boys at Blake's for their support. Really, really appreciate it. As always, thank you ever so much, Lee. And this month, what we're going to do is I'm going to give away, so each winner, there's 10 winners, and they'll win 5 kilos of ground bait each. So the first one is our Commercial Masters pole mix. Still a lovely all-round mix, still quite mild at the moment. So I'm going to give away 2 kilos of that. It's just lovely for sort of all your pole fishing, skimmers, F1s, carp. And then the next one I'm going to give away is the one that I'm absolutely obsessed with at the moment, this course expander. This is the one that Yanni made, Paul Yates. And you'll be able to see there, it's really, really coarse. And for your skimmers, carp, that's the one that I've been using at Gold lately. They just absolutely love it. Really, really good. I'm absolutely sold on that mix. Personally, I've got 2 mixes that I like using a lot. That one and our last one that we give away. But yeah, have a go with that. If you're doing, you know, a bit of open water fishing, don't really know what you're going to hook, that stuff is absolutely mint. And then if you go into your F1 fisheries, a kilo of just normal fine expander, so it's a lot finer. And then lastly, a kilo of our coarse carp, and that's my method feeder mix. I absolutely love that. So the 2 coarse mixes, coarse carp for your edge and method feeder, really, really good. And the coarse expander, honestly, I'm absolutely sold on that one. So that's going to be, each of our winners will win 1 set of all of that as such. So 2 kilos pole mix, a kilo of the coarse expander, a kilo of the fine expander, and a kilo of the coarse carp. So I'm going to do my best to pronounce your surnames as well as I can. If I get it wrong, make sure you give me a load of grief. So I'm going to hide our winners so you can't see, but look at what those put up. Absolute Fruit Loop. Christmas giveaway next month and a load of smiley faces. Christmas in our house starts around about April, May time. So yeah, I've still got a few more weeks of it. So anyway, on to our winners. Our first winner is Richard Meller. Congratulations, Richard. Our second winner is Brian Wallace. Congratulations, Brian. Our third winner is Ryan Law. Congratulations, Ryan. Our fourth winner is Richard Boardman. Congratulations, Richard. Our fifth winner is Tony Quinn. Congratulations, Tony. Our sixth winner is Paul Stevens. Congratulations, Paul. Our seventh winner is Gary Brown. Congratulations, Gary. Our eighth winner is Paul Tidball. Congratulations, Paul. Our ninth winner is Dave Smalley. Congratulations, Dave. And our 10th winner is Peter Burtlis. Congratulations, Peter. So fingers crossed I've said all your names, more your surnames right. Rubbish. Everyone, if you think you might have won something, Joe will email you from, I'm going to get it wrong, matchfocus.co.uk, I think. So check. If it's not in your inbox, it might be in your spam folder. If you just reply to that, you get all of the all your prizes sent out, and the same goes for the Guru one. So that is our ground bait winners. Before I move on to our Guru ones, I'm just going to double check our messages as such. So this one is from Ken Brown. That's good. So I'm hoping it's the signal. These are the boys giving each other a stick again. Replying to John Brown. Ah, he's still not one. Bless him. So this one's from Roy Lowe. Hi Paul, change your name to match out of focus. Ah, I'm really sorry about this. So this from Jake Wilkinson. How can I get round match kits being shortened than the Inter Power kits? Being shorter, I'm guessing. When I had my old pole, I used interelastic third section and a match number 2, and my big bore number 2s, because I still used them with me interelastic third section. I'm pretty sure they were about an inch and a bit longer than my match kits, if my memory serves me right. And I'm trying to think of the bush that I used. I'm sure it was a Maver bush, a white one that fitted in really, really nicely. But I don't know what the diameter would be. The one thing I will say is, as long as when you come back, see, what's difficult is every company, you know, not just Daiwa, if they change their top kits, a lot of my top kits were really, really old. My pole was like Trigger's broom, so I had loads of bits from all sorts of poles as such. And normally what I find is you just need to replace your pole sections rather than your top kits. So a lot of my top kits were from way back when, even when I had like a tournament professional. And I don't know the actual bore diameter now of the interelastic long kits, but what I would say to you would be the best thing to do, Jake, is if you messaged Pen Writing, he would know in terms of what pole you've got, roughly what the diameter of the big bore sections will be, and he would probably be able to, well, he'd definitely be able to tell you where to cut them back if you want them the same length, and also what bush diameter went into it. So if you message Pen Writing, he'll be able to put you bang on. So hopefully that helps answer that for you, Jake. This one's from Matt Goodall. Lick your fingers and put one on the phone and the other half in the air. Oh, don't, honestly. The thing is with this, I ain't got a clue how to fix it. I would not even have I'm amazed that we're on. The fact that we're on, I'm happy with. So this one is from Peter Taylor. Have you recovered from Westwood yet, mate? Yes, I have. I feel a million times better, to be honest, Pete. Just being at home a bit more, going local. There's a lot to be said for being able to go fishing from your house and go back home from your house. To be honest, I think just 2 weeks at Cornwall, and then I went straight from Cornwall to the Drennan Festival. I just got a bit homesick, just a bit tired and not in the right frame of mind. So I've never had to come home before. I'm glad I did, but yeah, I feel a lot better. And I think one thing that it's definitely helped me with is knowing that you can overcook it. If you'd have said to me before that, you know, you can't go, people say, oh, you know, you can go fishing too much. Up until that point, I would have said, nah, I could fish 9 days of the week if I could. But yeah, that definitely hit home to me what's actually important. Fishing is important, but looking after yourself, and it's nice being at home as well. You know, I'm away a lot. But yeah, I feel loads better now. That's the best way to answer that one, Pete. But thank you ever so much for that. This from Les, slightly blurred, but that's not a bad thing. I think you're dead right there. So this one's from Andrew Phillip. Hi, Paul, do you use fluorocarbons? I think I know a lot of brilliant anglers that do use it, and they swear by it. But to be honest, the only fluorocarbon that I use is I use 022 Pure to a 10 QM1. And that was something, just speaking about the man, Pen Writing put me on. And it just seems to work really, really well for that hook. But when it comes to me normal fishing, anything less than that, I just use normal mono. And the reason being, I think when I don't do enough of it, I think when you're fishing for roach and when you're fishing a feeder and like fishing a lead, I think fluorocarbon is a lot stiffer than mono. So I think when you're trying to self-hook something, then fluorocarbon is better because it's stiffer. So one thing that Will always used to say to me is this, the way that he looks at it for carp fishing when you're ledgering, is if you put a hair in your mouth, you'd easily be able to like spit it out, get rid of it. But if someone put a bit of wire in your mouth, you'd never be able to spit it out. So I've always tried to think about that. So when I'm fishing on the bottom, be it bomb a method, I think actually using a stiffer line helps, because when the fish suck it in, it's harder for them to reject it. But the nature of when I'm pole fishing, it's the way that I look at it, my analogy of it. If I could fish 010 and never get broke, I'd only ever use 010, because I always get more bites, for argument's sake, using 010 than I do 012. Now, it can't be because they can see it, because whatever line you've got, the bent nail you've got attached to the bottom of it, which is your hook, is always a lot more visible than the line will ever be to the fish. So the way I see it is I get more bites, not necessarily because I can see it, is because it's more supple. But a lot of the time I'm fishing for F1s and pole fishing. So I stick to mono because it's more supple than fluorocarbon, but that's why I tend to use it. But there's a lot of, you know, I'm going to say a lot better anglers than me, people like William, that absolutely swear by it. But I think the biggest thing is confidence. And it's also what you're fishing for all of the time. The one thing that I like about mono as well is it ties really easy in the low diameters, whereas when you're tying fluorocarbon, it can be quite difficult to tie. But personally, I just stick to mono. The only fluorocarbon that I do use is to a 10QM1. So hopefully that helps anyway. But that's, you know, my personal opinion. If you ask somebody else's, they'll have their opinion. But just stick to what you're confident in. I think that's the most important bit. And as long as you're catching a few, you're not doing too much wrong. So this from Alec. I love Alec. He's absolutely great. He's like Joe's mum. So this Joe's mum, Julie, woohoo, she's an absolute Fruit Loop and all. From David Karras. Hopefully I've said that right, David. Thumbs up to you. This one is from Ryan Forrest. You're right, Paul. How's you, pal? All good here. All good, Ryan. I hope you're keeping well. This one's from Ryan again. Let's hope Matty Dawes wins this month. I'm good. I love this lad. Reckon this mum's got my name all over it. I reckon it has, Matty. I'm going to have to do some. Mikey started crying too much, bless him. And I had to give him some of my best expanders. So I actually give you some, Matty, didn't I? But I might have to sort you out a few more. So this from the nutter herself. Christmas is the season. That's what she says. I say it's Christmas Day, like Boxing Day or New Year's Day, bonfire night. Christmas is a day. For Joe, it's the season, and the season starts in April and it finishes round about the end of March and starts again in April again. So this one's from Ian, Matty. It's great. So yeah, what's good though, the good thing is at least we've got a few comments. So, and I like getting a bit of grief, so just have some edges. And then what we'll do is we'll go over to our guru winners. So before I give away the prizes, we've got 3 tackle bundle winners, so, and a main prize. So again, before I give the prize away, a massive thank you to Adam Rooney and the boys at Guru for their continued support. Really means a lot to us, and I know you boys and girls absolutely love it, especially Matty. So each winner, so we've got 3 tackle bundle winners. Each winner is going to win a nice brand new stealth rig case, which is there. And then I'm still keeping it with the time of the year. So each winner will win 5 packets of 16 F1 pellet hooks, 5 packets of 18 F1 pellet hooks, which are there, and 5 packets of 20 F1 pellet hooks. So our 3 tackle bundle winners are Jason Brown. Congratulations, Jason. Our second winner is Jed Grant. Congratulations, Jed. And our third winner is Ian Covey. Sorry, Matthew. It's not looking good for you, is it? What would Sam say to you? What would Sam Slockett say to you, Matty? You needed that. So anyway, that's just the northern, that's what happens with the northern lot when you're around them too much. So it's Matty, what's he won? Anthony's put the right answer. Nothing again, bless him. Oh, I love Matty. I will sort you out some expanders, Matthew, because I do love you. He's a good lad. So, Matty Dawes for the main prize. Can't see it somehow. I'm not saying that I've seen who's won, but Matty, you went one, unfortunately. I'm sorry, mate. This from Ryan Forrest. Paul, do you think when tying hook clamps up, the the loop size matters? I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't think you want it too long. You know, like you've got to say a 2-inch hook length just like that. You don't want a ridiculously long loop. But likewise, I don't know. I'm trying to 1 minute. Let me get me one thing here. Got my little loop ties. Because we're in my room, I've got all my bits. So the one that I use for what I would say, well, make it easy for you. To tie a 2-inch hook length, I use this little sensors one here, and they come 2 in a packet. But that one is really, really nice. The one thing I will say is when you're using a loop tire, when you get it, is just rub the top of it, and it needs to be dead smooth. Because if it's not, when you come to sort of release your loop, if it's not dead smooth there, sometimes it can bump and you'll end up with like a blob of a knot, and that's not the way it should be. That ties you a figure of 8 knot, but that's the loop tire that I use for my 2-inch hook clamps. And then for 3-inch and above, I use this Ringer's loop tire, and to be fair, it's absolutely brilliant, because my other big sensors one snapped there, and I got one of these because these are a lot easier to be able to get than them sensors ones. But using the bigger one of the two, that's really, really good, to be fair. I've had it for a while, and it's been absolutely perfect. You know what I mean? It's really, really nice and soft on top, and I think that's what's important. So when you're tying loops, but personally, that's how I tie them. If you was tying, say, a pellet waggler hook clamp, or you was fishing a maggot feeder, then you could have them a little bit longer, even sort of an inch and a bit if you want. I don't think it does any harm whatsoever. But yeah, for your pole rigs, you don't want it. The thing is, you don't want your loops too big, because a lot of the time, just say if I was fishing 10-inch deep, for argument's sake, the reason I want to use a 2-inch hook clamp is so that I can have my shot on my main line rather than my hook clamp. Whereas if my loops are too big, I'm ending up with it, say, further and further away. So probably the best example would be if you were fishing 6-inch deep and you had 2 bigger loops, your middle shot could be sort of half depth, and you don't want it because that's too high, if that makes sense. You want it close to the hook. And I don't mind putting an odd little shot on my hook clamp sometimes, but as for using bigger shots or cubes, I don't really like putting them on my hook clamp, to be honest, because then if your hook goes, not only, you know, you've got to change your hook clamp, but then you've got to put another shot on it as well. So personally, they're the ones that I use, and they're absolutely fine. So this is from Roger Hayton. Fishing Wednesday, Thursday, Orchard, and Saturday, Meadowlands Golden Reel feeder. Oh, lovely, Roger. So you're doing a bit of fishing, a bit of travelling about. So this one's from Rich. I just love everyone giving Matty grief. Matty Dawes, fishing, me and you haven't got a chance. I'm sure it's a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy, Rich. You absolutely saved my life before we went to, where did we go to now? Hayfield, didn't you? Sent me some floats last minute. So it's definitely not a conspiracy. It's just the luck, but Matt is unlucky. So you know what Sam's going to say. So anyway, moving on to our main prize winner. It could be anyone, but it's not Matty. So, and then what I'll do, I'll finish off a few of our questions and such. So our main prize winner, anyway. See, I'm losing all track of it now. So this is our main prize. So our Fusion base Mark II carryall, that's the one I always say it on every live. This is the one that I really like giving away, because the bottom bit for all your metal work and your top bit for all your other bits and bobs, really, really nice. That absolutely love mine. Excuse me. So our main prize winner is Matthew. It's not. Our main prize winner is Sam Wood. So massive congratulations, Sam. Matthew, I'm ever so sorry. And when you're back away when you come back home, I'll make sure I get some nice expanders sent out to you in the post, because I've got a few in me tackle room. So that's our prize winners this month. So I'll just answer a few more of your questions. One thing I will say before I forget is at 6 o'clock on the website, me and Andy are live tonight. So if you've got any questions that you'd like myself or Andy to answer. Make sure you fire them over. You can ask them live, but if you like me and not the best with it, just send them over on Messenger, either me, Paul Holland at one, or Match Focus, and I'll make sure I get them answered for you. So yeah, that's a quick one. Hopefully I'll see a few of you tonight on the website. So this from Richard Baker: I've had 3 rum and cokes and you're perfectly in focus. That is a good shout. So this is Matty. I love Matthew. Richard Wilson: next month I think we've won. You might have. You might have. We haven't done the draw yet, so you could well have done. So this from Ashley: hi Paul, I've just started using the RW floats. Have you got a shotting guide for these floats to help me shot them up right? Yes, no problems at all, Ashley. Send me a message on Messenger and I will send you. I've got me. Where is it? Do you know what? I sent it to Luke Simcox. Give me 2 seconds. I don't know where it is now. Basically, I've got a book somewhere. I don't know where it is. And yes, I've got all my shotting patterns in that. So yeah, send me a message and I'll take a picture and I'll send them you over. No problems at all. So this one's replying to Rich. So our next one, this one is from Sean Downs. I was cleaning my glasses for 5 minutes before I realised it was a bad signal. Well, fingers crossed. Hopefully next month we can get it sorted. Maybe on the playback it might be a little bit better. I'm hoping. But there's got to be a way we can sort it, because I've never had a problem with anyone saying on our live, and I use this restream thing for when we do our live. It's normally Andy's signal. We figured that out last month, so it's absolutely perfect. So this one's from Ryan. Paul, can I have some of your winning expanders, please? Of course you can, Ryan. Just send me a message and I will get some sent out to you. No problems at all. This from Martin Shaw: when you're at Todburn next, so I can spy on your tactics. I'm not too sure, to be honest, Martin. I'm trying to think. I will definitely have an odd match there throughout the winter because it's unbelievable. Probably around January time, I would have thought. I do like having an odd trip there. It's really, really good. So yeah, probably be around that sort of time, to be honest. This one's from Martin again. I'm on the Silvers Meadowlands driving up from Portsmouth. Lovely. That's one unbelievable venue, winter silverfish. And to be fair, you can't really go wrong doing that at this time of the year, because if you like me and you like feeding a bit of bait, they always eat and you can always feed some bait. So yeah, good shout. So I'm going to do a couple more and then I will love you and leave you and let you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday afternoon. So this one's from Mike Newman. You seem to have pronounced my name incorrectly. I'm not called Jason, Jed, Ian or Sam. I've obviously not won again. I'm sorry, Mike. Hopefully next month. Fingers crossed. One thing I will say to anyone who says they haven't won is Joe does it random every single month. And when we first started Match Focus, basically I've got 2 accounts. So I've got the account that Barry uses to do all of the, uploading and stuff like that. And that's the one that I use for when I'm replying to people's messages as such. And then I've got a separate account that we use, which is one that I signed up and pay for every single month. And my name has never, ever, ever come out. So that shows you, how random it is basically. So fingers crossed, one day it will happen. I want my name to come out so I can give it away, just because that means I've won something. So this from Ian McNamara: I've sent an email about a subscription, Paul. Could you have a look, please? Yes, I will do, Ian. If Jo will be watching this, so she can definitely check. But yeah, I will do. I'm sure earlier I replied to the emails. So it depends what one you sent it to. If you can message me on Messenger, Ian, and that way I can get you in touch with Barry Zimmerman, he can sort it all out. So yeah, we will make sure we get you sorted out. So this one's from Mickey Smith Goose. My birthday. Oh, I'm sorry, Mickey, but I hope you have a lovely birthday. I hope you do have a lovely birthday. One day we will get you there. This one's from Howard. Thanks for the great videos, Paul, top man. Thank you, Howard. Really, really happy to hear that you are enjoying it. And then we've got one from Martin Shaw, good man. Nice to see you as well, Martin. And then from Andrew Phillip, do match focus subscribers get a discount with Blakes. Every now and again they do run a few, Andrew, so it's well worth keeping an eye on. We done one, I'm trying to think when it was it August bank holiday roughly? And yes, there was a code, but yes, keep an eye on that, because I know that's something that Garth, the boys at Blake's, wanted to do a bit more regularly, and they normally try and run them over the bank holidays. But yes, we did do one, so definitely worth keeping an eye out for that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to love you and leave you here, let you all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Hopefully I'll see a few of you tonight on the website. It is at 6 p.m, so hopefully I'll see you all. I'll see a few of you soon, and until next month, I hope you all have a lovely month, and I will catch up with you all soon. Cheers for watching.